I wish I had someone explain me weekly profiles and what value is doing to prepare for the upcoming week. When I started out, I wish I had that. Yo, what's up? My name is Koen. Welcome to the Profile Hideout. I've been using the profile for like 5 years now, and I'm here to explain everything I know about it to you. Holiday weeks, low volume, holiday days, half days, our edge is diminished. So we should not be trading this. But regardless, I'm trying to stay in touch with the market and just explain how I use the profile, the weekly profile in this case, to create a narrative and stay on the right side of the trade. So first of all here, I'd like to go over what happened and what I was looking for. The prior week, we have value area high, value area low, point of control, and then the high volume node of excess. What I mean with this is this zone here. This was my line in the sand for the bulls. We opened with a gap to the upside here, so we were trading away from it, so obviously very bullish. But if price were to, for whatever reason, trade back under this green line, this high volume node in excess, and start rejecting it, I would not be that bullish. Obviously, we opened up with a gap to the upside here. So very, very bullish on that end. I was looking for the week before that. We have the low from that session, we have the value area low from that session, the point of control of that session, and the value area high, and the high obviously. I was looking for those levels to target. So initially here, the value area low from that weekly got tapped. We were unable to trade back into value, basically start rejecting. We tried to close the gap here. Take note that this is a holiday week. There was not a lot of volume. The ranges are so much smaller. This is why our edge is diminished, so keep that in mind. Regardless of that, unable to trade back into value from that weekly, rejecting it basically. We tried to close the gap, left a few points open, and then traded back towards that value area low, traded back into it, and started closing inside of it. So now we're starting to get acceptance inside of this value, meaning the probability of price doing a value rotation from the low to the high are in play. Initially, we tried to trade from the low towards the prior point of control or the point of control of that session. In this case, this should have been a composite. So I was looking at the composite volume profile, which has its point of control right here. This red line you see here, this is the exact one. This is a monthly composite profile. So basically price did the rotation initially, so from the low, value area low, towards the point of control. This is a point of control where a lot of sellers stepped in, so to be expected that we reject initially. Yeah, so we have to wait now for price to develop, see what happens here. If we do reject, we might see the value area low from this session again, and then to see do buyers step in. For example, we have the point of control here, so it would be perfectly fine for price to come back, retrace, and then see what happens here on this location. Do we bounce? And then use this one as support to test the high and so forth, or do we reject and trade back into lower prices? That's for next week, but I was looking out at these levels from the volume profile to use it as a guide, and you can see how powerful it is. If price starts confirming back into value from that week on a higher time frame, and you can zoom in on your daily profiles, it's a good bias. It helps a lot to keep you on the right side of the trade. All right. So that was last week. So now we redo all our levels for next week. Let's remove the profile, the delta. So first of all, my targets, I'm just gonna redraw them all. I mean, drag them out of my screen, all the levels, and we start over from scratch. So first of all, the easy ones is going to be the value area high, the value area low, the point of control. Right, so this is value from this week. For the bulls, you want to see price reject this level to be bullish, and if for some reason we drop back into this value and basically use this as resistance, and or we find setups to the downside, that naked point of control becomes in play. But there's a but. Same as this one, this green one from the prior week, we have a high volume node above value. So this is value, this one here. So basically I want to use the same technique on this profile. This is a very clear one. Look how much volume has been done in this one. So we have value here. Value meaning buyers and sellers agree upon price here. This is fair value. This is out of balance. So if price were to reject this to the upside, this is a very trending environment to trade towards higher levels here. So I'll be using that as a guide too this week or next week, and vice versa. So if price is unable to trade above and we reject here, we probably see the value area high and see from here, do we bounce or do we reject, right? Level to level basically. Right, so that's that. Targets to the upside. At first, it's going to be the high of that session from this week. Second target, the value area high from 3 weeks ago. Our target to the upside is going to be the high from that session. So those are targets out of value. Obviously, prior value area high, prior POC, prior weekly value area low, those are targets as well. But those are my main guidelines for this week. So different colors. Targets to the downside, if we lose prior POC and the value area low, I'm going to be targeting that high volume node on the weekly profile here, which was a line in the sand prior. Do I need more? You could, maybe just one more. The value area high here. And if price were to, for example, reject this high volume node initially, trades towards prior value, gets back into prior value, and we see a value rotation of the whole week, and for some reason we sell off and we keep selling off and we drop back into value here, what are we gonna do? If we get acceptance in these lower prices, we're very much likely to see a value rotation of this whole week, meaning value area high first towards that point of control. See what happens here. Do we bounce? Do we reject? Use this resistance? See some lower prices? But yeah, very unlikely. Holiday season, New Year's about to come up. But regardless, I love to do this. This is what I do. I love to share these ideas and my knowledge with you guys. Yeah, I like to stay in touch with the market like this, so I know what to do when the new year starts, right? Yeah, so that was that for that this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment in the comment section, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Peace.